Logan, what are we doing today?
We're doing shoulder to overhead, developing shoulder strength and technique with the kettlebell, and how it can translate to overhead squats, better overhead positioning. Also being able to, if you're a competition CrossFitter, being able to improve your handstand push-ups. If you're a bodybuilder, still need it. You wanna build shoulders? This is a good way to do it. How's it going, guys? This is Coach Logan here at Freakin Fitness. We're gonna be going over the kettlebell standards from shoulder to overhead. Strict press, push jerk, and split jerk. So
Stop it. Why are you introducing yourself again?
I thought I didn't introduce myself from the first time. I did? Oh, I did over there.
I think you did, yeah.
You sure I did? All right, here's my pink kettlebell that I'll be using today. I'm just kidding. I like using kettlebells in workouts. One, it is a range of motion that is greater than you'll utilize for a barbell and dumbbell, especially if you learn how to utilize the kettlebell rack position. Most people, common fault, definitely want to talk about, is taking a kettlebell and you're not destroying, but you're just not utilizing the piece of equipment to the best of its ability. A lot of people hold a kettlebell like this. They bring it up here. If you're doing this, I recommend start learning how to have that kettlebell in the rack position, okay? The reason for this, there's some really good reasons. One, this is a good position, static hold that really is taxing on your lat. It's a huge improvement. Also, your shoulder has to work a whole lot to be able to hold this position. It's not easy to be able to hold it here. If you take that kettlebell and you bring it on top of your shoulder, you're just doing something very different. And there's reasons why the kettlebell is designed and made the way that it is. Having this kettlebell being this low is lower than you'd be holding your hand up by a little bit higher than your shoulder, and the dumbbell, which the dumbbell would be all the way up here, okay? Having the kettlebell in this position and learning the proper mechanics of how to press. Pressing mechanics, pushing mechanics. When we push, generally our elbows stay decently close or 45-degree angle when you're trying to push something away, right? You're never going to be in a position having elbows up here and trying to push someone. It's just not a powerful position to be in. So having this kettlebell and learning proper pressing mechanics from performing a strict press, keeping that elbow out in front, don't let it flare to the outside. So it's gonna take a lot of tricep strength as well to be able to press, okay? So these are great mechanics I can utilize for overhead squats, strict press, push press, and split jerk, okay? So when focusing on bringing that kettlebell down, you wanna make sure that elbow stays out in front and comes right back into that rack position, okay? Kettlebell can also be utilized for a push press, dip, drive. When you're going, make sure your chest stays nice and tall when you perform that push press, okay? So you don't want to go where your butt comes back, because that just takes that kettlebell forward, okay? So you want to keep that chest nice and tall, dip, drive, locking out those knees, hips, elbows in the midline of the body. Don't let that kettlebell come behind you, okay? That's just too much load on your shoulder and it's not needed, and you don't want that kettlebell out in front, okay? You want to be stacked directly in the midline. Then you can also utilize it for a push jerk, dip drive, and catch. Make sure when you catch with your butt back and knees are driving out, okay? You don't want to be sagging, you don't want to be in a collapsed position. If I allow myself to be in this jerking motion with my knees forward, that really is hard. It turns off your entire posterior chain. You lose connection, and that just puts an insane amount of load on your lower back. So you want to try to be able to avoid that. Focus on keeping your butt back, belly's tight, knees are out, and now you have a lot of tension and you have full engagement with that kettlebell, okay? Split jerk. Great for Olympic lifters, different position, constantly varied, is just a good tool to use within functional fitness. Split jerk, now you're just focusing on one arm. Definitely whenever you're performing this, you want to focus to keep it 50-50, or if you want to focus on one arm, I highly recommend to use your weaker arm. So that'd be me, and that'd be my left arm, okay? But I have a little tweak on my left shoulder, so I'm gonna leave it alone for today. Actually, not my shoulder, my trap. Here we go. Chest stays nice and tall. Jumping catch, okay? When you catch into a split position, make sure that knee is never collapsed inward. You wanna keep tension within the hip. Knee is bend the back, you're on the ball of your foot. And then it allows you to really focus on a static hold position with that right shoulder, elbows locked out, you're stacked, front foot comes in, back foot, and then reset. Woo! I'm sweating, man. You told me to work out, and I'm dying right now.
Bro, we're in the AC right now. Yeah, what are you complaining about?
It's true. So we went over the kettlebell, and now, okay, why would I want to utilize the kettlebell? Why would I not just use a dumbbell? Why would I not just use a barbell? Using different apparatuses, one, it keeps it fun. Two, it changes the dynamic of a movement just a little, where it constantly is challenging different muscle groups, especially your stabilizers. So it's something to at least put in your training. Don't get yourself stuck just being in one or just a barbell and that's the only thing I train with. No, train with all three, as they're all gonna give you great benefits and be able to improve your overhead position and strength. Standards. Why are standards even in Freakin Fitness? Well, it allows us to be able to create workouts for us to be able to observe, measure, and repeat. Okay, so for everyone that goes for a 100-meter sprint, it's 100 meters from start to end. Okay, so that's why you have no reps within a movement, and allows a race, or if you're just wanting to measure a workout, that you're able to repeat. So let's say we're going for a 100-meter run and I'm going 100 meters and you're going 99 meters. Is that an accurate race, right? You're just taking 1 meter away, 1 rep away. So it's important to understand a completion of any, from squat to shoulder to overhead, wherever it may be. What is a completed? So kettlebell rack position, Freakin Fitness, this is a no rep. We do not allow this to be able to press anything from this kettlebell to take it on overhead. It must come from the kettlebell rack position. Locked out. What is a complete standard? Knees, hips, elbows, locked out in the midline of the body. It is one straight line. So if I was to do this, this would be considered no rep. Okay, I am never truly standing up. One of my joints is bent, okay? Same thing applies if I go for a split jerk. And as I stand up, I bring that kettlebell down before I ever stand, locking on my knees and hips and elbows. That is a no rep. I hope you guys love the video, got some information with the kettlebell. Hope you guys also utilize this within your own workouts at home or at the gym. Start implementing the kettlebell. If you guys are wanting to see more videos, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.
3, 2, 1.
One that's not performed often, but can be a good skill work for Olympic lifters, which would be the split jerk, okay? So, we're gonna go wide out. So split jerk, this is a great movement. Focus on making sure your feet, damn it.
Split jerk?
No, bro, I didn't wanna have these shoes on. I put my shoes on over there so I don't have these freaking holes. Just keep on going. Joe Dirt shoes.
Do you guys care about his shoes?
Joe Dirt.
Do you care?
All right, keep on going, huh?
Do you care?
Do I personally care? No, I don't.